Okay, maybe this will work. Maybe it's not giving me my warnings anymore. Not really, not that much. Minor issues. Okay, I can do minor issues. Okay, now it's experiencing major. Okay, minor. I'd like it to make up its mind. Anyways, dropped frames again. I tried to fix it, guys. But it's less. So maybe we're going the right direction. Either way, I'm gonna get a workout in. We're gonna do all shoulders, and everything's gonna be timed. So it's all timed out. So you're gonna do, basically, it's not as many reps as possible within the time limit, but it's as many good reps as possible, whether you want it to be more intense by picking up your heart rate, by increasing your speed, but making sure that your form is still spot on, or if it means that you're gonna go super, super slow, that also increases the intensity, or if you need to just do one at a time and then rest, and one at a time and then rest, but try not to kind of run out the clock. The Office reference, if you can get that one. Stanley said that one. Anyways, so we're gonna start with a warm-up. It's gonna be 2 rounds of push-ups, shoulder taps, forward circles, and reverse circles. So literally arm circles. I'm talking like opening up your rotator cuffs, which is super important. So repeating that twice, 15-second rest in between. And then we're gonna move on to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 working sets, and we're only going to do these 5 working sets. 45 seconds each, 15-second rest. Super simple to follow. 3 rounds of that, so it's super, super simple. If you miss it the first round, you'll get it the next round, and then you'll ace it by the last round. And then we're going to finish on a burnout of those exercises. So basically, I have 5 shoulder exercises that hit 5 different points of your shoulders. And the burnout is going to be literally pulsing for 15 seconds. So if the pulsing starts to hurt, just do a hold and a squeeze of the muscle, but try for the pulses. I really hope this actually looks and sounds okay. I know my internet sucks, and that is the main issue right now, but I live on a horse farm, and it's just part of the environment. And there goes a wasp. That's also part of the environment. Anyways, so let's get started. Boop. Okay, so all you need is light weights, so light dumbbells. I have adjustable ones here, but light dumbbells and some space, water, and a mat. So we will start standing. So I'm going to do 45 seconds on my watch, and we're going to just open up our shoulder blades. One side. There we go. Okay, 45 seconds of forward. Nice and slow. Go as wide as you can. Breathing through it. Hi, baby. Opening up the shoulder blades. Kind of opens up your chest as well. Nice, slow, large circles. While I'm doing this, I see that someone else we're all kind of having some service streaming problems. All right, switching it. Let's do back rotations. Nice and slow. If you want, you can dip down. Opening up those shoulders, super important. Never go into a shoulder workout without proper warm-up. Big rotations. Whew. So your arms and your legs weigh a lot. So when you do things without weights, it's actually more difficult than you think. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Now we're going to do 45 seconds of push-ups. So I am going to grab weights because I like to have my wrists not holding all my weight. 45 seconds of push-ups is quite the ask as well. My camera is a little bit off. I will fix that. It's going to take a little bit for me to get used to this new setup. I'm used to it being on my phone. Anyway, so let's do 45 seconds, nice and slow. You can be on your knees, you can drop to your knees, be on your toes, whatever works for you. I'm wondering if I can see what you guys are saying if I have my own phone up. And I can respond by not going over to my computer. Let's see. Maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. So I can actually see the chat room. Perfect. So 45 seconds of push-ups. In 3, 2, 1. I have my dumbbells, keeping my core nice and tight, dropping it down nice and slow. Elbows go by your side. Breathing. You have to drop to your knees, but make sure all your weight is in your upper body and that you're not really putting any weight into your knees. If that feels okay, bring it back up. Breathing and relax. All right, just gonna double check. Okay, so from here, we have shoulder taps. Same sort of idea, but you're in a high plank position for 45 seconds. This one you can add some speed onto. It's getting warm. Okay, so from here, high plank position, gonna do my 45 seconds. One at a time. Tapping each shoulder, trying not to rock too much. It's kind of impossible to stay totally from rocking. But keep your core nice and tight, keep your hips just a little bit higher than you would normally think in a plank, just to protect your low back here. 15 seconds left. You can go as fast as you want. If you want to pick up the speed. If you want to go nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Get some water. We're going to do that one more time. I don't know why I can't see the chat though. I want to be able to respond to you guys. Let's see. If I respond, with an emoji, can you guys see that? Oh yeah, you can. That's cool. All right, so we're gonna do that again. I apologize if it is saying my frames are dropping, and that's really frustrating me. I hope you can hear me. Let's see. All right, either way, back into it. All right, so back into those circles. So we're gonna do nice, big, slow, forward rolls, forward arm circles. You can make them smaller if you want, increasingly larger. Make sure you just get that full range of motion, really opening up. Keeping that core nice and tight. Going a little bit smaller. And then rest, go backwards. We're still doing it all over again. So we're still going to do backward circles, push-ups, and then shoulder taps. Then we're going to move on to seated press, front raises, lateral raises around the world, and rear delt fly. So we are going to hit all of the shoulder. All right. So let's do backward circles. So we can do huge circles, slowly bringing them in. Just trying to really warm up, open up those shoulders. You can drop down. Get a little bit of your legs getting some. Your arms will feel very heavy at the end of all these circles. Opens up your chest. Got less than 10 seconds. Then we're back onto the push-ups. And relax. Okay, so from here, drop it back down. So like I said before, I use dumbbells for my wrists because I have very weak wrists, and if I put my hands flat on the ground like normal, that will really hurt me. So 45 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1. Pop it up. Drop down. Keeping that core nice and tight. Belly button sucked in. Neutral spine, neutral neck. If you have to, drop down to your knees. And keep all that weight in the front. Pop back up to your toes for the final seconds. And relax. Alright, so from here, back to our shoulder taps. Make sure you have plenty of water. Warms up quick. Hope you guys can see and hear me and that it doesn't lag too much. If you guys do have questions or comments while I'm working out, I am able to now chat to you on my phone from where I'm working out, which is great. All right, so shoulder taps, 45 seconds. Hips up, try not to rock. Once again, if you have to, drop to your knees, but make sure your weight is in your upper body. 30 seconds. Seconds. 10. Pick up the speed if you want to pick up that heart rate. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Moving right along. We are now going to go into our seated press. So instead of an actual bench that you'd be seated on, I'm going to engage some of my core by actually just being seated just like this. So I'm going to press my weights, starting off light. So from here, keeping my core nice and tight, trying not to do too much weight, and that'll put too much weight into my low back while in this position. So from here, 45 seconds, keeping those elbows nice and even, keeping that core nice and tight. much of an ab exercise as it is a shoulder exercise. Breathing. 45 seconds is a long time. Sometimes I prefer to do a countdown versus a rep number or rep range because it forces me to just do a little bit more. I feel like rep ranges sometimes mean bare minimum, and relax. 15-second rest. Get some water in between. Hope your guys' week's going well. Now we're going to be on to front raises. So we're going to bring the weights in front. And I'm going to stay seated because I'm going to keep engaging my core. All right, 45 seconds here. And go. So just to 90. Engaged. Whew. It has been a while since I've done much with weights. I've been riding horses too much. And rest, 15 seconds. Then we're going to lateral raises, and then we're going to go to around the world, and then hit those rear delts with the rear delt fly. So, one thing I do wish I had here at home is a cable machine. You can do so many things, especially an adjustable one where you can put the cables up high, in the middle, or down low, and everything in between. But I don't. If you guys saw my video from being outside, that was fun. That's how you can create a kind of a high cable. Excuse me. All right, 45 seconds. Excuse me. So you are flexing that middle medial part of your delt, or kind of the outside of your delt, kind of where it gives you shape. You know, the more you build up this outer shell of just right on the outside edge of your shoulders, the bigger they will look. Obviously, you want to be very balanced, so you want to work on. That was a good pickup line. And relax. I do feel special because I matched my outfit. Technically, I matched my outfit yesterday, but my video didn't record, so. Okay, next one, around the world. So we're basically taking those front raises and lateral raises and kind of putting them all together. Still in a seated position because I want to engage my core the entire time. Now this makes it a lot more difficult than if you're seated on a bench with support behind you. Yeah, I don't do burpees. You wouldn't catch me dead doing burpees. All right, in 3, 2, 1. So around the world, all the way up. Keep your arms out and bring them back down. So in a standing position, you'd be able to go all the way down to your hips, but from here, I want to engage that core. Yeah, no, I don't do burpees. I don't think I've ever done burpees. I will never hate burpees. Hate burpees so much, guys. It'll be a cold day in hell when you see me doing burpees, or someone is paying me a lot of money to do them. So, good thing I did those shoulder circles at the beginning here. And relax. Okay, so next one. Last one, you can't really do a rear delt fly while seated unless you're in a bench. So what I am going to do is a rear delt fly from here, bent over rear delt fly. So bringing your elbows out and then slowly bringing it back in. And 45 seconds here. Leading with the elbow. Nice and slow on the way down. So you lead with that elbow. If you are seated, you can kind of bring these weights underneath your calves. As long as you feel that rear delt engage, which you should from this position, should be good. Yes, it is Satan's exercise. Absolutely hate burpees. And relax. Okay, so that was the first round. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We're going to do it again. Seated press. Feel free to add weight wherever you feel necessary. So, back to seated. I feel like I need to drop this camera down just a little bit. Maybe. Maybe I'm just messing it up. Okay. Oh! Okay, that was easier than I thought. Perfect. Alright. So, there we go. That looks nice. Okay. Back to 45 seconds. Seated press. Elbows don't go past 90 degrees. Nice and slow. 45 seconds is going to pass no matter how many reps you do. That's why I kind of prefer to do the timed reps versus rep range. Ooh, I can feel my abs starting to get sore. Breathing. Keeping that belly button tucked into your spine. And relax. Is there a way to do it with bands? Doing which exercise with bands? Because normally you can do just about any exercise with bands. That's the cool thing about bands. Alright, so from here, 45 seconds, we are doing front raises. So once again, I'm still seated. So from here, I'm kind of engaging right here. For females, you know this spot kind of right between your armpit and your boob. That tends to hold a lot of fat. Doing these front raises, kind of going towards the center, is a really good way to engage and grow that muscle. That kind of sits right under that pocket of fat. The more you grow that muscle, the less you will see the fat. Obviously pairing with some good nutrition, as well as some cardio, will help decrease the look of that spot. All right? And relax. 15-second rest. And then from here, lateral raises, and then around the world. My dogs were here. Nala! Oh, I should put, there we go, 45 seconds. So just going to 90, squeezing that muscle, then slowly releasing. Contracting, slowly releasing. Keep your tempo pretty even. Do I cardio? Not often. So I do cardio every day when I prep for bodybuilding competitions, but in the off season, like I am right now, the most cardio I really do is, it would be like a warm-up before I lift if I was to do like a stair climber or a bike or incline treadmill. I'll do that for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes just to like get my blood flowing, especially if it's cold. 15-second rest here. Or I do go on a lot of walks. I make sure I hit 10,000 steps every single day minimum. Go on a lot of walks around the farm that I live on. And then I'm hoping to get a Peloton soon. That'll be nice. That'll really keep me on the cardio train. But other than my bodybuilding, allotted time where I need to actually do low intensity, moderate intensity cardio for a minimum of 20 minutes to 90 minutes a day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, during the extent of my bodybuilding. I don't usually do it really hardcore, especially during these off seasons where I'm not going to be stepping on stage anytime in the next 6 months. But it is good to do, you know, for your heart health. If you tend to be overweight, cardio, getting some 30 minutes of light intensity cardio every day is great. All right. I'm kind of at a maintenance right now, I'd say. The bulk will happen kind of in November, December, January, and then a cut will start to happen in February for my competitions. All right, rear delt fly. Yeah, I lose my endurance very fast. I lose my strength very fast. I don't know if that is individual per person, but definitely when I am not at the gym for a while, I feel like I'm definitely, it's like I missed a day at the gym and it feels like I've missed a month at the gym. All right, 45 seconds. Rear delt. Leading with the elbows, squeezing at the top, breathing. Do you snort your pre-workout? No, I feel like that would hurt your brain. I'm not a big pre-workout person, actually. I used to be. I used to take it every day. Twice a day, 3 times a day. I think I got a little bit addicted to it because I wouldn't function properly without it. And then kind of slowed it down a little bit last year. And then now this year I try to avoid caffeine as much as I can just because my tolerance was so built up for it. But no, I don't recommend snorting pre-workout. Anyways, so that was our working sets. Like I said, if that wasn't challenging enough, add some weight, add another round to it. This is now, we're on to our burnout session. This is gonna hurt. We're gonna do the same exercises, but for 15 seconds apiece, and we're gonna pulse. So, you're gonna have your weight kind of in this window of 75% to 100% of your muscle contracting. So that is the goal here for 15 seconds, as fast as you can. In 3, 2, 1, starting with the seated raise. So right here, I'm just gonna stay right here in this window. Breathing, pulsing. My muscle never gets a break. This is why it's called a burnout. And relax. 15-second rest. Before we do front raise burnouts, we're going to do 2 rounds of this. In 3, 2, 1. And 15-second front raise burnout. Go. So staying right in this window, 75 to 100%. Woo! Keeping my core nice and tight. My abs are really, really engaged. And relax. Tire flips. That sounds like an epic workout. If I were to do that workout right now, I'd probably throw up. It sounds like a great workout. Make sure you recover properly. Legs take a lot longer to recover than upper body, so make sure you're eating high protein, high carbs, and getting enough sleep, drinking enough water. All right, 15 seconds. Lateral raises. Burnout. Woo! Ouch. Ugh. And relax. 15-second rest, and then doing the around the world. It's going to be kind of hard to do the around the worlds. I think I'm just going to stay up here and kind of do this motion in between lateral raise and all the way up. All right. Pasta and protein shake post-workout. Sounds like my kind of plan. Make sure sleep is one of the most important tools of recovery. If you ask people who tend to stay sore for days and days and days, if they're getting 8 or 9 hours of sleep, guarantee you they are not. Woo! And relax. All right, rear delt, burnout. Woo! Follow along if you lose it earlier. I'm sorry. This workout was definitely supposed to be this morning, but my computer, my webcam, my phone, everything was not wanting to work. Burnout here. Stay happy. Woo! And relax. All right, one more round of burnout, and then we are done. What do I do for glutes? Heavy kickbacks, heavy hip thrusts, Romanian deadlifts. 15 seconds. What else? Glute bridges. Using heavy weights will help. Trying to improve your posture. Improving your posture starts with improving your core stabilizers. So if you want to improve your posture, then you need to focus on strengthening your core before anything else. So if you have trouble with balance and stuff, or if you get back pain, lower back pain, or you just have bad posture because you sit all day or you sit for an amount of hours, front raises, then building up your core strength is going to help alleviate that pain. Yep, if you have a bunch of low back pain or back pain in general, so you have a bunch of back pain, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a physical therapist, although I did work for a physical therapist for 3 years. A lot of people come in with low back pain and back pain in general. They are told to strengthen their core, first and foremost, but I do recommend that if it's so much pain that you should see a physician, for better advice, or go to a physical therapist. I'm a strong believer in physical therapists, especially over chiropractic. Woo! All right, around the world. Last 2 exercises, guys, and we are done. So I'm going to go for a walk with my dogs and then go shooting some clays. All right, 15 seconds here. What would I recommend to strengthen your core? For me, it's anything on all fours because my hips and my shoulders tend to really hurt. So I like to do crunches, side crunches. There's some core machines in the gyms. Anything with a twist is very good. Yes, so planks would not be my first recommendation, especially for someone who says they have back pain. I would avoid planks as your core strengthening. I will do my next video, maybe tomorrow. I will do an all ab workout. and your back pain? Whew. All right, guys. That is me done. All right. I really hope that this was okay. How often do I hit abs? Maybe once a week, and that might be pushing it. I usually engage my core really, and I think about engaging my core when I am heavy lifting, which in turn gives me a really strong core. But some people with very, very weak cores who don't really have much muscle in their core should do a little bit more. All right, guys, I will be back on tomorrow, maybe with an ab workout, maybe with a yoga session, maybe with a stretch session for hamstrings and hips. Not really sure yet, but hopefully this little camera will actually function better. I hope you guys could hear me. I'm worried that it's lagging. I'm worried that my Wi-Fi just sucks. So feedback is great. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about my Wi-Fi connection here on the farm. I might have to get a cord to make it stronger. But anyways, it was nice chatting with you guys. I hope you enjoyed that shoulder workout and the burnout at the end. I know I did. I know I want to fix the frame dropping thing. I only learned what frame dropping was today. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow.